John, we're 2.5 weeks out from the running of the $14 million TAB Everest. How do you see the race playing out at the moment?
Look, at the moment, it looks like being a replica of the previous years. You know, Redzel looks to have a mortgage on the race simply because there's no speed. And he looks to be going just as good as previous years. If by some chance you happen to get a bit of rain on the day, it'll even enhance his chances. So it's a real conundrum for those in the race because, you know, most of them are all back markers and horses get well back in their race, and he just looks to get a picnic in front.
So for those who don't have a runner, the vacant slots, what would you be recommending to them?
Oh, for mine, I'd be, you know, you have to look at a horse that's natural pattern of racing is on speed. And, you know, the one horse that springs to mind, albeit he's only a 3-year-old, he's a very good one, is Bivouac. And, you know, a horse that races on speed with a weight advantage is going to be very competitive, I think.
John, what do you think a race like the $14 million TAB Everest has done for racing in Sydney?
Mate, it has invigorated racing not only in Sydney, around the world, because you get to discuss, you know, each week there's a different conundrum that we can discuss about a horse that may or may not make the race, which is completely the opposite to the Melbourne Cup. You know, in the old days we used to watch the Melbourne Cup and we'd be doing the form each week and something would take shape after a run, and nowadays there's no runners who are running in Australia at the moment. They're going to be remotely a chance in the race. So that's where the Everest has captivated the racing public and outside the racing public. So it's just done a great thing, and we're very, very lucky of Racing New South Wales and Peter Volandis to have come up with this concept, and it's only going to get bigger.
Now there's another new race this year, the $7.5 million Golden Eagle at Rosehill Gardens. You have Pretty in Pink going towards that. How's that horse going?
Look, she's going really well, but at this stage she's probably going to come up, you know, a little bit short of that level, because it just looks to be a wonderful version. You know, like there's just so many good young 4-year-olds that have been kept specifically for the race. So, you know, hopefully, you know, in the next few years we'll end up with one good enough. We think we've got a couple of 3-year-olds that will be next year, because this year's version, it just looks like being a stellar race.
And a big Saturday of Group 1 racing at Randwick. Just a quick tip for the TAB Epsom and the Heineken 3 Metropolitan.
Mate, I think the Colding into Hush Ride is a great double.
John, thanks very much.
Cheers, mate.